The Trinidad and Tobago Police Services Community Conflict Resolution Center is an initiative established through the St. Joseph Police Youth Club, offering various alternative dispute resolution services to the citizens of TNT free of charge. But what is mediation and alternative dispute resolution? In this series, we introduce and chat with the persons involved in the Community Conflict Resolution Center's work to get a better understanding of this crime preventative measure, which is creating a buzz across Trinidad and Tobago and the TTPS. Welcome to Meet the Mediators.
Under the pillars of the TTPS operational plans, we have community partnerships, which is pillar 1. This initiative covers the area that speaks about engaging stakeholders, and we have a really excellent, faithful stakeholder, the Officium training, that has partnered with us to bring these services to the community. We also have been engaging public through our community sensitizations and trainings in the area of conflict de-escalation. We also have covered the area under public safety that speaks to reducing crime and prevention of violent crimes.
The mediation board has stipulated what we call 3 steps to becoming certified. The first step is the 40-hour mediation training and negotiation. Training, it's called a training, where you are taught what mediation is, what are the requirements, what are the tenets. You are taught things about impartiality, you are taught about managing self, you are taught about how to understand emotional intelligence in context of dealing with conflict. You're taught that conflict is not necessarily a bad thing. All these are some of the things that you are taught within that 40 hour.
Officers have asked how they can get involved. Of course, like everybody else, they would be subjected to some dimension of training, because you must be trained not just to police, but how to treat with situations as they come. So of course, yes, I've been approached by a number of my colleagues requesting information for different reasons, and a lot of persons are interested in what is happening at the center, and they are supportive thus far of the work that is being done, and really helping to advance this move and this initiative that the TTPS has taken.
So to be an intake officer, you must have passion. You must have drive. You must know the difference between empathy and sympathy and know exactly where to draw the line.
The third pillar, which is operational excellence, we have thus far trained a cohort of 31 police officers in community conflict resolution skills. And that covers, of course, that area that speaks to training and development of our police officers. And through the Community Conflict Resolution Center, we have thus far been able to cover those areas of our strategic plans.
Then you have the second step, that is the practical mediation training, where you learn about the act, how to write agreements, how to write the agreement to mediate and the agreement after mediation. You're taught about how to deal with the act and how to operate, and those things are necessary to learn. Obviously, if you don't know your parameters, you cannot function. Then the third step is that you are interviewed by the mediation board or whoever they would set up at that time, and they then decide if you have then operated well within the toolkit, and if you handle it well, they will decide if you are accredited and certified or not.
Some of the comments we would have received from participants would have been, this is not what we expected. This is one of the best courses the TTPS would have sent us on. I wish I would have gotten this course at the beginning of my service. I think all our officers should be trained in this particular course. Some of them even suggested this being incorporated at the Police Training Academy. So the response overall was really, really welcoming.
Thank you for joining us for this episode in our Meet the Mediators series. Join us again next week for another informative installment. If you have any questions about alternative dispute resolution, feel free to leave them in the comments section or send us an email to communityconflictsresolution@gmail.com.